This week on Nerds Who Get Laid Sometimes, the nerds give their Christmas Nerd On, where they talk about all their Christmas swag and everything they've done in the last 2 weeks. They also discuss DC Universe and the Doom Patrol teaser, the possibility of Marvel Studios having control of the Fox characters in 2019, and they answer some questions from this week's Nerds Who Get Laid Sometimes mailbag. So stick around for this riveting episode of Nerds Who Get Laid Sometimes.
Nerds who get laid, who get laid. 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 Nerds who get laid, who get laid.
Welcome to an episode of Nerds Who Get Laid
Sometimes.
With us is technically all five, although in the room right now is only four. We have Ray, Mike,
Hey.
TJ, myself, Nathan,
And a Ouija board. And we summon Chuck's spirit.
we will be answering in the form of yes and no questions.
I thought it was the spirit of his truck.
Guys, I've been hearing about Bird Box a lot.
I already saw a meme that says, I've seen the word bird box 4,366
Well, here's the thing. So I kept seeing Bird Box.
I thought Bird Box was just like the new Red Box.
No, Bird
Yeah,
Box
I
has been
thought it
out
was
there.
like a new.
You guys really just fuck up a bit, don't you?
I had my own bit inside your bit.
You wait for my bit to finish, and then you
Okay.
do your bit. It's
Sorry.
It's
guys
called
are-
showbiz, baby.
You guys are full of bits.
Anyway, so I was hearing about this bird.
Oh,
But no, so I finally signed up for it. I know most people were talking about, so you get a new bird every week. And I have to say, I see what the hype is, because I got a couple of parakeets, and like they're shitting all over my house. They make noise. They don't sit in a cage. That was extra, and they're not going to get me for the $29.99 package.
if you don't like it, can you send it back within a period?
Yes, you can send it. You just open your door.
Oh, really?
And they fly right back there.
They
Okay.
claim the bird flies back to the warehouse. I don't know. I've sent a few back and they're still in the fucking tree out back. So, but Bird Box, you know,
Speaking of
Have you
which,
received-
can we have a refresh? Whatever happened to that bird that was attacking you? That mockingbird or whatever?
Mockingbird comes back every year.
Every year.
Every year
I called it.
He's there.
Chuck just walked in with a
What's up, guys?
satchel
How you
full of goodies.
Jenny Light.
Yeah.
But the Mockingbird, he truly lives up to his name. He mocks me every way he can. He hammers on the window to wake me up. Poops all over my car.
Wow.
I hate that little son
back
of a
to
bitch.
Bird
You should,
Box.
buy, you should absolutely buy it a diamond ring.
But when you sign up for birdbox.com, you can choose the bird you don't want to receive, and I already have a mockingbird, so that'd be
I
weird.
just thought the bird box was a different net or red box.
there you go.
should,
That's where it should have gone.
You should get the bird box of the birds that predate the mockingbirds.
The bird box extreme.
And then you
What
can get
if-
gorillas that eat those.
What if your mockingbird is just horny and you could get a female mockingbird and get it taken care of, and then it wouldn't shit on your car anymore?
You
Turn them
know,
into
or
a
you'd have
rocking
two
bird.
birds shitting on cars.
that's the type of science that I'm not willing to look into.
And then when they have little mockingbird babies, you have an army of turds.
Because here's the thing: the second you Google stuff about a mockingbird, now you're gonna get mockingbird ads on Google Sense, and I already have one that shows up on my window and shits in my car. I don't want my phone reminding me that when I get outside
Mockingbird's gonna
that
fuck
my car
you up.
has shit all over it from a fucking mockingbird. So I don't need more. And my phone's probably already picking up all this, and we're gonna have ads. So let's go to our ad right now. Nerds Who Get Laid is sponsored by birdbox.com, where you can sign up for a monthly subscription of $9.99 for only one bird, but sign up for the $29.99 package, and they send a cage and two birds. Sign up now. Sandra Bullock approved. But everybody's talking about this movie. Did anybody watch it?
I did today.
No.
Did you?
I don't have internet.
Mike, did you watch it?
I don't have internet.
We still need to get you that CD of the internet.
Funny enough, Mike McCarthy for Christmas got me a USB drive with the entire series of Beavis and Butthead on it.
Nice.
So I will eventually catch up to 2019. I just
One
have to
USB
start
drive at a time.
1995. Okay.
Well, then we'll save.
I think Chuck said he watched it.
We'll
Yeah.
save that for our Nerd-Ons then.
Okay. Cool.
And actually, with that being said, let's switch on over to the Nerd-Ons.
A lot of people don't think that we be nerding out the way that we claim to on this podcast. They don't understand that when we're not podcasting, we're not riding around in sports cars and watching sports radio, but we're reading comic books and watching movies based on comic books. It's the Nerd On. Oh yeah. About to get my nerd on. What you say, Jimmy Ray? Mike, TJ, and Charles?
All right, here is the Nerd On. So we're probably going to have a little bit more for you guys because last week was Christmas.
The
And we all celebrate it.
Or Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or just...
Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
Yeah, you know, whatever whatever floats your boat.
Even if you just like presents.
Who got a boat?
Not one of us.
Shit.
Damn it.
Got a man in the boat.
I've been looking at a pontoon boat, and it was near my in-laws' house, and I said, you know what? I bet that's my Christmas present, and they're just hiding it over here at this other people's house.
You know
So we
what my
get
daddy
pontoon
always
button.
says?
Yeah. You know,
Boat money hole.
You know what's
Yeah.
better than owning a boat?
Having a friend that owns a boat.
Not owning a boat. Let me finish.
The best day of a man's life is, two best things of a man's life. The day he buys a boat, the day he sells it.
Yeah.
That's two things. I've never owned a boat, so I can't really speak for that.
My dad
Ray,
agrees
someone that
wholeheartedly.
Ray, besides your nerd on, I want to hear what you've been nerding out on, but what did you get? What did your daddy bring you for Christmas?
his daddy's been dead for thousands of years, Nathan.
Yes,
That's
what
kinda
did
cold.
Adam bring you for Christmas?
I have.
Wine.
This is a huge nerd on this week for me. I got a 3D printer. I got creatively.
It's pretty
Creativity?
cool because
I don't know.
he gave every one of us red and green glasses so we can see what he prints.
Nice.
But I got CR10 and
It took me a second, Nathan. That's pretty good.
yeah, that was a pretty good one.
The slow burner.
But it's a pretty big printer, and I've been screwing around with it most of this weekend. I have
We had to peel him out of the chair in front of us.
absolutely.
Very
Absolutely.
stinky. There was a urine jar as well.
He claims it was called Jimmy Ray Walker White or something. I don't know.
It was Jimmy Ray juice or something like that. Clearly urine.
He said it was a whiskey, but I took a sip and it tastes like piss.
like extremely like piss.
Yeah.
Freshly squeezed piss.
But so yeah, I got the 3D printer, and now I'm trying to print up like all kinds of Star Wars shit and things for our board games and all that kind of
This
stuff.
shit was laid by Luke Skywalker. 3D printed.
You can
for
see the
Dookie.
asteroid turd nuggets.
Float on. Use the force to force out those extra hard poops.
I also got some board game stuff. So I got Godfather, the game. It's by the same creator that did Rising Sun and Blood Rage.
Oh, nice.
So it's supposed to be really good. I've been wanting to have it.
Every game was by the creator. God.
This is the kind of podcast we got tonight.
Man.
I also got
we're
Nate is
correcting
in rare
everybody.
form.
yeah.
Who is?
Nate's in rare form tonight.
And I also got Fallout, the Fallout board game.
Yeah.
which is
The
looks pretty
Fallout
cool.
Boy game.
That was good.
I was going to sing a Fallout Boy song, but I don't know any Fallout Boy songs. Fallout Boy!
Fallout Boy. And let's see, I got an X-Men comic from Allison.
Just one?
Rise of Fenris also.
What a cheapskate.
Rise of Fenris.
Yes, but we talked about that last podcast.
Oh,
yeah, Chuck got
You
me
got
one of the expansions to Scythe, the only one I didn't have, and the last one of the series. So I'm real excited about that as well.
What did Allison get you?
She got me an X-Men comic, one of the Dark Phoenix saga, and
She was just at the gas station and saw it there on the spindle.
Like, ooh, this rack. There's so much X.
I miss that so much.
That's what the Ray likes at the X-Men.
$1.99. That's a steal.
Ooh.
The triple
And
X
we were just discussing before the podcast, and a Moon Knight exclusive Walgreens pop just ended up on my my podcasting table. Thank
There
you.
you go.
Chuck's just showing it to you. He's not giving
Yeah,
it to you.
I know.
Yeah, I'm pulling it.
he was just showing it to me, and then I talked about it on
It's
the
like-
podcast. He's like, "Fuck!" Now I have to give it to him.
Look what I got me.
Watch what this lighter will do to it.
And I got a radio and a backup camera for my truck, which is awesome because my truck is
You got
big.
a CB? Fuck yeah. Breaker, this is Ray Ray.
How tall is your antenna?
Don't be hitting me
Yeah.
with that whip antenna now when I sit in the back of it.
Yeah.
I already got the Visqueen so we can make the redneck bathtub.
You're going to have to tuck it into one of the holes in the back of your truck.
That's what she said.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What type of VHS does your backup camera take? You get that home, you're like, I passed by so much cool shit. Let's watch this, Allison.
You know, you're in
Got
luck
this
'cause
8-track of
I brought
Kenny
my Credence
Rogers.
8-track there.
It's just a Polaroid camera
Trying to
back
get
there.
that out for 30 seconds.
I would love to have a 8-track installed in a 2005 F-150 that I have.
Gotta listen to the whole CD, man, or album.
That's
You're
how I like to
done.
listen to them.
Flip it back over.
But I mean, I got some other stuff, but those were the highlights.
Yeah.
That 3D printer is, that is pretty awesome.
I can't wait to send you all the stuff I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling Ray next year when we show up around holidays, Ray's like, "Don't look over there. I'm printing all your shit." up."
yeah. Send me
his
a roll
printer
of
farm.
filament, and we'll start printing stuff up, man.
on his printer farm.
Yeah,
wouldn't have to
I want another one now. I've had this for literally a week, less than a week, and I already I want another
He'll
one.
have 5 or 6 of them in that
For your,
other room upstairs.
Armada, you wouldn't have to print off anything else for your Star Wars stuff. Or the X-Wing.
Yeah,
You can just
there's
print
a
that off.
bunch of little stuff for X-wing that you can print off to like make the game.
Did you watch anything or partake in any media?
Oh, okay. We're not just doing Christmas.
Yeah,
then.
do both
Okay,
years.
sorry.
Christmas and
Yes,
NerdOn.
I also we started Runaways. Runaways season 2 hit Netflix on the
21st. Hulu.
That's what I meant. Hulu. I think we're 3 episodes
Thanks,
in.
Chuck.
I really like it. I know a lot of people are like, meh, but I liked the first season, and I think the second season hit the ground running because first season was a lot of build up, and a lot of people, I think this is a dumb thing to get mad about, but they're like, oh, they didn't even run away till the end. But I mean, it was a good build up to the show. And so far, the first few episodes I've really enjoyed. I think I think they've gotten in their groove a little bit. And I honestly, other than Christmas and all of that was about it for me.
Michael.
I have been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 nonstop.
Yup.
So moving on from that, I had a great Christmas. I got LED lights for all the truck interior and my backup lights for my truck.
Nice.
Nice.
I've already installed them. They look
Cool.
brighter than the sun.
Do you love the LEDs on the inside of the truck? I've been thinking about getting them for my Jeep.
This is truck talk.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's a little bright, but my other lights were way too dim. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say happy medium, but I would have to wear sunglasses.
I like
Gotcha.
a dim interior.
I'll just have to get stronger tint. But it's awesome. I especially love the backup lights on my cargo light because I can see now when I back up,
Yeah.
which is important. I also got a pretty cool knife,
Yeah, you did.
Gerber flat iron. It's a cleaver style knife. Sounds a little extreme, but
It looks pretty extreme.
It's
It's
badass.
It's pretty
looking,
cool
though.
though.
because of the shape of the blade, you get a lot of control over it. So when you're cutting things, or say like
Chickens.
whittling wood, or
Hookers.
whatnot. Yeah, hooker skin.
Hooker wood.
You really have a lot of control over the blade. So I'm the more I get into knives, the more I like the utility of the blade shape. So I'm trying out different ones. And I figure Knife Nerd is probably pretty extreme, but that's where I'm going with my life. I also got I also
This is the
got.
road I've chosen.
Yeah.
That's like, man,
No turning around.
walk
Them ladies are just,
I don't know how much longer I got on this
those
for,
ladies
only
are just
knife
getting
road.
wet.
but I want to get real
Step
weird
by
with
step.
it, real stabby with it.
I just hope that you whittle your own coffin.
Like that's my dying thing. Is like, it's fine, and just die.
Fall asleep. The long one.
And then, of course, when I die, a string pulls, and then just embalming fluid fills the coffin, and just slide off into the ocean. So
You know that show, the fish tank show, where they come and make fish tanks?
Shark Tank?
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I think it's called
Yeah, I do
Tank.
too.
I wonder if they would make me a fish tank coffin.
Tanked. If they did it in like alcohol or something, instead of water, that you could like mummify.
Well,
you.
I want the outside to be a real fish tank with
And then
goldfish,
the inside to
and then
be-
and then like me look like like I'm floating in there
That's
with
what-
it.
Like you're swimming in it?
Yeah, and there's
Yeah.
like little goldfish that are going
That's
to hell
badass.
with me. Yeah, I'm gonna hit up Tanked.
You don't have to. I can probably print
Just
it.
3 years. sorry, Mike. I had the idea. I had to know. All right, go ahead.
Hey, no, the
Probably get your
that
body.
great idea warranted interruption. It's
You
okay.
probably get your body filled with wax or something like they do those.
Mummy or
No, those displays
Just
of like
stick that
dead bodies
wax
that are
tube
like
right up his
like the wax
butthole.
museums.
yeah, not wax museums,
no.
the ones where they cut like the bodies up and have like the skin flayed and stuff like that, where you can see all the anatomy and all
Oh
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be good.
Yeah.
All I was thinking of when he said fill you up with wax is like him 12 years old just discovering puberty and just full of wax like you're whacking your penis. So
A lot of
Anyway.
wax on and whack off.
there you go. I also got a flashlight. Whoa, I've been wanting for a long time.
I just imagine you hand this list to your parents, and he goes, "God damn it, that's my son."
I feel like the last 5 years we've been doing this podcast,
I've wasted so goddamn much money on flashlights and knives.
I feel like the last 5 years on the podcast, Mike comes into this podcast after Christmas and shows me a new knife and a new flashlight that he's gotten every year.
Just buy batteries, motherfucker. You know?
But it's technology; it advances.
I do not believe that flashlight
Last
technology
year,
is that
his
rapid.
flashlight was 18,000 lumens. This year, it's 19,000 lumens.
You can
Do you know how many more people you can blind and how fast you can do that?
Anyway,
you guys
so
are all insulting me right now, but
I'm trying to defend you.
I could blind every single person in here right now.
That's true.
At the touch of a
Is it the flashlight you had last night?
Yeah,
I believe
and
it.
I have half of mine too because
No, that flashlight is insane,
Yeah.
yeah.
but in a good way.
Thank you. It has a much further throw. It's got a neutral white color to it, so it's a more realistic render. You know, it's not washed out like with a cool LED light. So that and its durability, it has a really cool tail cap. It has a giant battery, so it's just everything I want out of a flashlight right now until it changes again.
Is this your favorite? Well, it's obviously your favorite right now, but is this your like best flashlight you own? Because I know you have quite a few flashlights.
It's not. It really depends, and I know this is going to
That's
sound
true because every
really
flashlight has a
dumb.
different.
If you replace flashlight with fleshlight in all these sentences,
It would
it's a
still
lot
make
more
sense.
entertaining.
So, you know, it really depends. Sometimes you want a far throw. Sometimes you want a wide flood of light. Sometimes you don't need a giant light. Sometimes, you know, just a small pocket want to work. It just really depends on, you know.
what type of DTOF do you buy to display your flashlight?
Actually, what I've done is I've just cut up all my old jeans and made this hanging quilt of pockets, and I just put all my flashlights in there.
Can you please take a picture?
Badass, honestly.
Yes.
Can you take a picture of all your flashlights for us to post for everyone?
I will take a picture of all my flashlights and all my knives, probably.
Please,
Insurers.
thank you.
It'll be Ariel.
I think this will be a really cool picture, honestly.
Or not.
can you spread them all out and lay on the ground like Jared Leto?
Like
Suicide
with
Squad.
knives, like
Yeah.
no more Mr. Knife Guy.
But also flashlights.
But what I can do is I can have all the knives around me, and they're gonna have all like the flashlights arrayed like and on.
Yeah.
So it's like the beautiful halo around my head. Art, God. And then
Mom, come take this picture for me.
I can't lay here naked all day.
no portrait mode. I need everything else. I need all my dirty clothes blurred out. Just portrait mode, Mom. And then I got an Apple Watch Series 4.
Nice.
The 4s are really nice.
They're thinner. That's the best part.
Yeah, and the screen's way bigger.
Oh yeah, the 44 is amazing.
Yeah, you wouldn't think 2 millimeters would do much, but it's more than
That's
just
what she
that.
said.
Yeah.
It goes all the way out to the edge though now.
Yeah, it's edge to edge, which is really cool. It's got a bigger font, which I wouldn't even call it a bigger font. It's just Well, I guess it is a bigger font, but it's not for the sake of like it's hard to see. I don't know. It's just the design's a little different. The design's a bit more pleasing to me. Apple fan over here. The watch has increased like heart monitoring capabilities, which is great for me. And overall, like the different watch faces, I love them. I think they're fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. I've had one for about 2 months now, and I just love it. I'm ready for the update.
Did you have any of the earlier ones?
I had Series 2.
Okay.
And I had Mike's old one. And
what's coming with the update?
So it doesn't have right now. I can't remember what the abbreviation, because it's not an EKG. I think it's an ECG that'll be able to do where
that's right.
You'll be able to hold your finger to the bezel, and then it will track your blood flow.
Whoa,
it's nice. It's actually certified by the American Heart Association.
That's insane.
It's going to be pretty crazy. I thought the update was supposed to come out by now, but I guess it's still being.
We just got a new I just got a new update to mine.
Yeah, but it'll only be
a week before Christmas.
4 for
yeah. That's
I don't know if I want to know how viscous and syrup like my blood is. Oh man, these pancakes are just terrible. Let me bleed myself. Maple. But that's it for me. I got some other stuff like some shirts and shit. Yeah, I mean it is a fantastic Christmas. I always enjoy it. And I got a ton of games and stuff from you guys, so it was overall great. Oh, and I got a copy of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, so I'll eventually be able to.
Very upset. It's been over a week and he hasn't put in Stranger Things.
Oh, true.
Man, he's got a busy week, man.
I've just been playing Red Dead, man. I gotta hunt. I gotta hunt them.
Yeah,
wolves.
it'll be a while.
Yeah. Charles,
my life is literally.
Look at this knife right now, and this blade is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for a Gerber, it looks really beautiful. And I'm not trashing Gerber. It's just the designs are
high end.
The designs are usually way more utilitarian, and this has got a little more flair to it for a Gerber, and I really enjoy it.
Looks like a mini Buster sword.
It feels really good in my hands.
But continuing truck talk, I've worked on my truck a little bit this week, and
pass it to Chuck.
Great news, it's still not running. No, I don't want to. I'll look at the knife later on. I don't know what it is yet, so I still don't know.
Is it time for us just to have a funeral for it?
I sent him a link to Amazon to Purple Filament so I could print him a new truck, guys.
Let's take that truck out into the field and just start going all office space on it.
Listen, old Purple.
It's hard. It's hard, man. It's hard to let go
she's
sometimes.
Done you good.
I know.
She's done you good.
It's
time to let go, though.
And a man can't shoot his own. Man can't shoot his own truck. We can do it for you if you need us to.
Nathan's just been churching it all up. God, no Amazing Grace. But
I think Purple Rain would be more appropriate.
Exactly.
Purple Rain.
But other than that, Christmas is kind of again this year. But I did buy myself some video games.
Ooh, what'd you
get for myself? Ended up getting Wolfenstein: The New Colossus.
Fuck yeah, man.
The second in the series.
He's not paying attention.
I know he's not.
I'm just ignoring his ungratefulness.
That was cool. What do you mean? You got yourself a video game also? You about it? And BioShock the collection.
I sort of I almost got you that instead. I was like, "There's no way he does not own the BioShock series."
I've been looking at it for a long time. Like I was telling Ray and them last night, and I was like, $20 up. I'm like, I'm just gonna treat myself.
It's $20 a lot, but
no, for all three of them though.
That's a good deal.
No, I hadn't seen it that low, so I was like, I'll just take that.
Each one of those games is amazing. So,
but other than that, just working and also been seeing a lot of talk about it on Facebook. People praising it, people talking shit about it. So
Christianity.
Oh, I forgot about that one. But besides that, Bird Box.
Yes.
Oh, you ordered a bird box.
So what bird did you get in this week?
I got a peregrine falcon. It's been attacking me nonstop.
They say I should have gotten a glove too, but I don't want to spend that extra $2.
Yeah.
I was trying to take a pee and it thought my wiener was a worm.
That's how to get you with the add-ons.
It sounds like an add-on for a prostitute. Oh, a cockatoo? Yeah.
So Chuck, what was your theory, or not theory, what was your enjoyment level? Did you actually like the movie? Was it good?
It was a movie.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to cut myself. How do I close this knife?
You just cut yourself with it.
Yeah. You just cut yourself until it closes. It needs a blood sucker.
Okay, there you go. No.
So it's a movie. Did you see A Quiet Place? Because I see that's compared a lot.
It honestly,
It's the other senses.
if you take A Quiet Place and The Happening and put them together, that is Bird Box.
But is it any good? Is it good? Is it worth the hype? Is this
It's
a horror
not
movie
great.
is this like a horror movie for people who don't like horror movies?
I wouldn't even call it a horror movie. It's more of a suspense
Horror.
movie.
It's not a horror movie.
Horror.
Horror.
No, it's not great. It doesn't deserve the praise people have been giving it, but it doesn't deserve the shit that it's been getting either. It's an
I haven't
okay
seen it.
movie.
I see more good than bad. I've only seen one or two people kind of shit on
All
it.
I've seen are memes.
Yes.
A lot of me.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
anything about anything.
I've had
I
people.
think that Ninja Turtle one's my favorite.
I haven't seen anyone that
I've
I know say, "Oh, I watched this."
I've seen people that usually they're going out of their way, but like, here's my thoughts on Bird Box. No one fucking cares, but
Yeah.
the movie has that much. I don't know, excitement,
it had a
hype around it.
shitload of views.
Because I did watch the preview when it came out, and I was like, "This looks stupid." And I'm not that big of a Sandra Bullock fan.
It literally
What's the
like
premise?
If these birds go under 50 miles an hour, everyone explodes.
God damn!
Now that I would watch.
Yeah, I'd fucking watch that.
it starts off. There's like mass suicides over in fucking Asia and Europe, and then Sandra Bullock's going to get a ultrasound done on her kid, and all of a sudden the shit starts happening in the fucking U.S. It's people will just see things. They'll see something, no one else can see it, and then they kill themselves. So they start going fucking crazy. Everybody starts panicking. They're getting inside, and it's this weird fucking force that if you see it, you kill yourself. And then there's some people that are so messed up in the head.
They did that.
They can look at it.
It's called The Happening.
I know, that's it. It's like The Happening in A Quiet Place combined. So you can't look. So anytime they go out, they're blindfolded. And it's just like, there's no explanation. Well, there's kind of an explanation from
What keeps the force from
You know
coming
what?
inside?
I'm okay with stuff not being explained.
yeah, I
Too
am
many
too.
movies
I am
over-explain stuff.
No, here's the explanation. This guy who
I don't-
works at a
well,
supermarket
I may not want to hear
tells
the
the entire
explanation.
thing.
I may
and
not
they're like, how'd
want
you
to hear
learn
the
this?
Spoilers.
From the internet.
I don't
What
want to
about
know what it
spoilers?
is.
Spoilers?
Are you spoiling it?
No, it has an ending. The movie ends. There, it's literally if you watch that, just watch it happening in A Quiet Place.
No, everything he
It's
said
there.
is like most of the reviews. Like
Yeah.
that seems to be like the general what's
So is it
going
worth watching?
on.
If you have nothing to do, put it on.
Is
Oh,
it a
no.
good? Is it a good lazy Sunday movie?
It took me a little bit to get through it.
Okay.
I mean, it's only
So
2
like-
hours
like
long.
2
I don't
hours,
like
but I don't
fighting
like
through
hours to get
something
through.
on
But
a Sunday.
But Bird Box really has no meaning at all.
Well,
There's one point they have a box
hold
of
on.
birds.
On that note,
and that's
our
it.
sponsor Bird Box at $9.99 a month would like to say that it has
Funny.
a lot of meaning for it.
But it's just it's an okay movie.
Here's the real question, guys.
Yes, Mike.
What sense is next?
There's a movie.
Is it
Hush.
taste?
Smell.
It has to be touch and taste.
I know. I want to smell where everybody's walking around like the old school like clothing or something.
The
But
who
then-
smelt it
as
dealt it more.
as a side effect, everybody goes cross-eyed as well, in a nod to the jerk.
Or you just have to float around on balloons. You can't touch anything.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
floor is
Everybody's a
lava.
fucking bubble boy.
The floor
The
is
floor
lava.
is lava. There it is. You have to walk around.
And I forgot John Malkovich is in the movie also.
I did see that.
Didn't know that until I watched
What
it.
movie is John Malkovich really not
Well,
in?
he's a complete asshole, drunk lawyer.
Again.
What
in this
movie
movie.
is John Malkovich
So
not
they just
a drunk?
videoed John
He's been
Malkovich.
fucking typecast.
One at a time, gentlemen.
He was pretty good in it, so I'll give you that.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah.
I might eventually watch it. I don't know.
Eh.
There's so much hype around it now.
I feel like it's something you would eventually watch. Honestly,
it is. It'll be one of those things. I'll be bored. I'll hit play on it. So for Christmas, I didn't get a whole lot. Christy did kill it. We did this year instead of buying each other like a whole lot of shit. We got the weirdest stuff we could find on Wish, and we ordered that for each other. So like it was pretty much just a whole bunch of dumb dollar things. Like she got me a shirt with a bunch of Guy Fieri's like holding like pizzas and
yeah.
giant stuff. But it was
It's
so
pretty awesome.
it was such a crappily done shirt because it was probably like I don't know, an 8
Very
by
small,
6. It was so bad. It was hilarious. Just a bunch of weird shit. That was great. As far as like nerding out stuff, I did do a couple of things. I watched Ocean's 8. Speaking of Sandra Bullock, it was on our Vudu, and it was a fun movie. I
liked it. Yeah,
I like the ocean movies. I love the ocean.
Yeah.
good.
Except going to the
Why you left
ocean.
Pacific Rim?
Yeah. Exactly.
It's a decent heist movie.
It's a really well done heist movie. Like it pays all the things it should pay back to the other Ocean's movies. It has a little bit of, like she's the sister of Danny.
Yeah.
And he's dead. That's right. That's established right at the beginning. That's not a spoiler. And you're like, I don't want to believe he's dead. There's no spoiler. The movie was a fun movie.
Yeah, it was.
That has nothing to do with it. Like the whole idea of them stealing this giant necklace full of diamonds.
Yeah.
And the stuff they go through to try and get it done. The cast is great.
I love something that has they have a plan, and it's a wildly complicated, convoluted plan, and then they pull. They go through and try to pull off all this stuff. I love any kind of movie like that.
The plan is so over the top, and you're like, it just takes one person fucking up, and everything would go. But everyone that is in it, they just kill it. I can't remember. I have
Mindy Kaling.
Mindy is great on it. The Tim Burton's ex-wife,
Helena Bonham Carter.
She was really good.
Yeah,
I love her. She's just such.
I do like her in things.
She's just such a quirky little lady.
Yes,
especially as a weird fashion designer that is past her prime.
Yeah,
she did a really good job. So it's out. It's on our Vudu, guys. Besides Mike, maybe log in and give it a watch. It was pretty fun. I finished season 1 of Preacher. I just want to say that, man, that was a great ending. I know I'm 4 years behind, but I'm jumping right into season 2, and I'll probably end up just buying season 3 because I want to
catch up.
I just want to watch all of it. I'm loving everything about it. It's such a well done show for being. Is it A&E? AMC, which I guess that makes more sense with The Walking Dead and things like that. But it's just so graphic and just over the top. And like Mike said,
it's surprising to me that it's on AMC because it seems a little. I only watched part of season 1. I still have it on I downloaded it and haven't finished it when it first aired.
Need to watch it.
And I know. But I was surprised at how graphic it was because I watched a lot of the AMC shows, and it seems to be a little bit more over the edge than the rest of them. Not in a bad way. It fits the show perfectly.
No, there's tons of violence in it that I'm watching, and like I said, I'm just blown away. But there's just so many scenes that are movie quality. Like there's a scene where all the angels are fighting in the hotel, and it's all like a slow pan back through a bullet hole, and it's just so well done. It's just I watched it twice. Like I got done. And I was like, I need to see that again because it was just that executed so well. I
think when I like an AMC show, I really like it because a lot of times they'll take chances on stuff, kind of like an HBO show and stuff like that. So
I love the throwback scenes of Jesse, the preacher, because in those he has the comic book big mullety hair, and it cracks me up because it's not fucking sexy at all. He's a pretty good looking dude, and I always see it. I'm just like, he looks so fucking stupid because it is a fucking beautiful wave of hair.
Yeah.
It is teased out.
Yes, it is, but it's such it's a callback to the comic. It's so well done.
Mike, did you finish that graphic novel I got you yet?
Absolutely not.
I started Watership Down. It's on Netflix. I've never read the book or watched the. I guess there was a movie in the late
there was an
70s
animated film, I think.
There was actually a live action, I believe.
Yes,
too.
I think there was another one that came out in the 90s. I've never seen any of them, but it's about rabbits. Wascally rabbits, and there's a hunter that's chasing them around, and at one point there's this duck, and his name's Daffy. I don't know, is animated as it's on Warner Brothers. No, I watched the preview, and I know what this show or this movie is because I've always heard it's really, really depressing.
Yes,
there's a lot of violence, a lot of things that you just watch and you just walk away from. I know the animated movie just kind of wrecked. And I was like, that sounds like something I want to watch on a Saturday night, so that's what I started.
Yeah, let's get hyped, man.
Yeah, I almost didn't watch it because watching the preview, the animation style looked very cheesy, like early 2000s.
Oh, so it is animated.
It's CGI.
Okay.
CGI done. It's a Netflix show.
CGI show.
And I started...
How many episodes was it?
I didn't look. I'm pretty sure it's 6 to 10, though, because I believe they're calling it a mini-series, so it's just a completed story. But I started it, and halfway through, you see that it's not that animation's cheap, it's just very stylistically done, because the close-ups on the rabbits are very well done. It almost looks like a real rabbit,
Yeah.
but they've done it in just a way where it's not Pixar cutesy. It's grounded in realism. And I was reading an interview with the director, and he was talking about making this, and he, I guess, got a lot of inspiration from a museum, the dioramas they had. So the backgrounds have this very, not overly, but painted look, so it's given like a piece of art is what I guess he's going for. I didn't get that on the initial watching, but after reading what he was inspired by, I was like, okay, it makes more sense why they went with that style.
Yeah.
I've only watched 2 episodes, but it's really well done. The acting, the voice acting, they got like James McAvoy and a couple other bigger names, so they got some good talent. I'm gonna watch it. I would suggest it. I don't know if it's kid friendly. Marshall's been watching it with me. It's violent, but it's not like the thing that it's not violent for the sake of violence. It's kind of nature style violence.
Yeah.
You know, the things that are happening are grounded where it's not trying to just be mean or cruel or scary.
Mm-hmm.
But very political. Reminds me. I don't actually know what it reminds me. It reminds me of World War II. I don't know why. I think a lot of because when they're moving through these giant planes, and there's always this sense of danger because they're worried about hawks or other animals or humans. So there's always this worry that they're going to get killed.
Would you read the book?
You know, I don't know. Maybe.
Mhm.
I have to say,
I know it's a classic. I've never read it.
I've never read it. As I watch the show, I mean, if it's really good, like I have in the past, if I really like a show, I'll go read the book afterwards. So as I finish this, I might make that choice. And then I also watched a movie called American Meme. It's a documentary. It's on Netflix. It's interesting if you've ever wanted to know about these social media celebrities,
Yeah.
which I didn't know I wanted to know about them. And honestly, I kind of watched it just out of curiosity, but I'm blown away by these people that have made their life and their fame and fortune off of stuff like Instagram.
Yeah, it's amazing that they made a fortune off of it.
Yeah. There's one guy, he's called the Fat Jew. I've never heard of this guy, right? I guess I'm not very big in the social media, but they're like Paris Hilton's in it. She does a lot of interviewing. DJ Cal.
Yeah, I know you're talking
That guy,
about.
he's in it. This guy I've never heard of. And he's kind of going through and they're telling his story, and he's had some ups and downs, but they start talking about, I guess in 2015, there was a shortage of rosé, the wine. So he made his own wine, did like a Kickstarter, like as a joke, and it's called White Girl Rosé. He is now the biggest top seller of rosé wine. Off of that, he is
Just doing a Kickstarter, and was he
Well, it
was
just
he a
took
Vine person?
No,
or-
he was just Instagram,
Just
like
an
social
Instagram,
media.
yeah.
But he made this a joke. It was started as a joke, and it just took off. Where now he is out of all these people that have been in business for years.
Yeah.
He made White Girl Rosé,
And now
it's
it's
the
the
most
biggest.
sold rosé.
I
It's
wonder if you
fucking
do
crazy.
something like that, make a joke like that, and do a joke Kickstarter, and then it succeeds, and you're like, "Fuck! Now I have to make wine."
Well, I think that was kind of thing. Like they were like we're going to do this little run. It'll be a joke, and they were making it with the intention of selling it, but it was supposed to be like a one-off, and then
Yeah.
it blew up. Because while you're watching this film, him and Paris Hilton do another spoof where they're making baby DJ clothes.
Oh gosh!
But he's like, watch this blow up, and then we start our own line of clothing. And sure enough, while they're doing it, it's like getting super popular. And the only counterbalance of like the other side of it is the guy that was in the Britney Spears Toxic video.
Mm-hmm.
He was like in the video for maybe a minute, if that, 30 seconds. And he was talking about how that blew his life up. But that would probably been 98, 99 before social media. And he was in
Yeah.
the tabloids and stuff. So he's very anti social media.
Mm-hmm.
And he seems very sour is
Yeah.
what it is. But it's an hour 20 hour 30 minutes. It's very interesting. It's a well done documentary, just seeing a glimpse of these people's life. So if you like documentaries and you like weird shit, American Meme is great.
Ooh.
And that pretty much sums up my nerd on Christmas. TJ.
Christmas edition.
ho, bitch.
So, got some games. Some I bought myself with Christmas money, and some of them.
Merry Christmas to me, bitch.
And one of them was given to me by my kids and wife. So the games I got myself were Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, the South Park games,
I thought you had those.
I had them for the PS3.
Oh,
Or
okay.
I had the one for the PS3. I didn't have the second one yet. So I got those because they were on a really good sale. And then kids got me Rootin' Tootin' Cowboy Shooting too.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it was.
Now
it
we
was,
can form a posse.
Hell yeah.
all right, we'll have to do that. We'll get Mike hooked
Yeah,
up
we'll
on the
do
internet and
We'll just run a really long
Really
cable.
long cable.
yeah.
We'll just print the internet.
Maybe what we'll do is we'll play the game and cork the cord, and Mike can take it home and plug in.
Oh gosh.
I don't think that's going to work.
Some of the
You never know until you try, Mike.
some of the Christmas presents I got were got some wood carving tools.
Nice.
Doesn't sound impressive, but I
Did you
really
say
like
nice
them.
or knives?
Nice.
Because they would be
Nice.
like,
Oh, they
nice.
are sharp from what he was telling me.
Yeah, they're
Like,
sharp as
But
hell.
dangerously
Dangerously
sharp.
tools are scary sharp.
They are. So I got one. I pulled out of the pack. I'm like rubbing my thumb over. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is probably sharp. And it had a rubber cap on it. And I put the rubber cap on it, just sliced it right in half, and no pressure at all. Just like, whoop, like, yeah, I need to be careful with this fucking thing.
I just imagine you're out there and Katie's like, "What'd you make?" And you're like, "I whittled a stick."
I carved a canoe into my hand.
Yeah.
Got a new camera lens.
Oh, nice.
To do some more photos and stuff. And I got the Power of the Prime's Abominus. I've got 4 of the 5 pieces in now. I'm waiting for the 5th
I
one
don't
to
know
come
what
in.
any of that words that you just
They're
said
the
were.
It's a-
Terracons.
Yeah,
Sounds
it's-
like a transformer.
Still-
It
Don't
is a
know.
transformer. It's one of the combiners.
Okay.
So it's one of the later ones. Abominus is formed from the Terracons. He was normally an arch enemy of Computron.
Which one?
Wait,
are
isn't
you missing?
Computron the Michael Scott's computer's name?
Yeah, it was.
Coincidentally, yes. And I'm surprised Hasbro didn't sue on that one, honestly.
Which ones are you missing?
I have it already coming in, so it's just Rippersnapper hasn't come in yet.
Mm.
And pretty much that's about it. I've been watching a lot of YouTube of Ultimate Epic Battle Simulations, and it's just the nerdiest fucking thing that you can watch on YouTube. But I'm just enjoying just sitting there watching
No, it's
crazy
not.
ass shit. I think it is. You're
Any
watching
big
someone else.
standouts?
As far as the battles,
Yes.
they did a they did a simulation of Minas Tirith,
Okay.
where they had like the whole orc army and they had them trying to come into a castle. They replicated the Battle of Thermopylae with 300 Spartans on a bridge, and they were bringing 10,000 Persians across, and they actually won the fight on that one because the bridge was the only path. They couldn't
There
get
was
around
no
behind
betrayer,
it. Yeah.
yes.
And
Goat's
when they finished up, if you put it to scale, there was like a 15-foot tall pile of bodies that was like 40 feet long that the soldiers were having to climb over to get to the Spartans at the other side of it. So it's
Talk
just
about a
nice.
bottleneck.
yeah, it was just ridiculous kind of stuff like that. It was a lot of fun.
Cool.
Pretty cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to some news.
To the new. There's only one.
Monday morning, listen to my podcast. Always trying to save the best for last. Hey, hey, there's Ray. Hey, Ray. The big bag of news. The big old bag of news. He knows what time it is. It's Ray with the news. Here we go. Ray with the news. Ray with the news. Marvel, DC, Star Wars. It's Ray with the news. Sometimes video game news, as long as you stay on his ass. But here he comes, Ray with the news. Ray, give us the news.
All right, we've got some good news here. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina has been okayed for season 3 and 4.
Yeah.
So we already knew that we were getting season 2.
Fake news.
We already knew we were getting season 2.
Yeah.
And now we're getting 3 and 4. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is very
That's
cool.
good.
I'm excited because I really like season 1 and the.
That's
the-
a lot.
Did you watch the Christmas episode?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's a big buy. Of like we haven't had season 2, and they're like, go ahead and do 3 and 4.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
I guess the numbers must have been good enough on season 1.
I still think they must do like a dual shooting thing because the way we're getting season 2 already coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe with season 3 and 4 is the same thing.
Same
They're just going
thing.
to shoot one continuous.
Yeah.
We got a teaser a little bit before Christmas for DC Universe's Doom Patrol. Timothy Dalton, Brandon Fraser, some other people. What were y'all's thoughts when we watched this trailer? It's kind of just a little...
It's a joke.
Yeah,
kind of
jokey thing.
They're setting up for a picture
Like DC.
and, gonna take a little
Yeah. But,
little holiday photo.
character designs look pretty good. Cyborg looks good. I forget who the robot guy is at the end.
I think he's called Robot Man or something
Robot
like that.
Man, yeah.
Something like
It
that.
makes sense.
And that's Brandon Fraser. So Brendan
Brendan Fraser.
Frazier.
The Mummy.
Yes.
Yes, that
Hopefully
one.
someone got him some coffee.
Encino Man.
Yeah, I do love they hired him. They're like, well, we're just going to make you look like a giant metal man. We're looking for your air quote acting abilities.
Well, and I forgot to mention it on the Nerd On because it was the day after our last podcast that we did a Nerd On, which was 2 weeks ago. But I did finish Titans.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
And it was, I really enjoyed it. It was nothing what we expected, what we
for the
talked
Batman
about
thing?
for the Batman thing. And it set up some really epic big Titan stories.
Oh, good.
So that's pretty cool. What are your thoughts after seeing this teaser? Is this something that y'all would be? Is this something that's going to reel you in a little bit more to the DC universe?
How's the comic situation coming?
I've been reading a lot of the I think it's the second series of the new Titans or the new Teen Titans, not the first one that was Wolfman and Perez.
Yeah.
This is the second one where Wolfman and Perez started off on it, but it's only Wolfman now,
Yeah.
and they have a new artist. And I've been enjoying that. I just kind of jumped into that, and I was like, I read like 3 issues, and I'm like, oh, this wasn't the beginning. This is kind of the middle, but I've liked it.
Have they expanded anything on the?
As far as I can tell, they take away and add stuff sort of regularly. It's not like Marvel where every week you get like a new slew of all the modern stuff that's hit the 6 month and a bunch of like older stuff
That they finally archived.
that they finally added on. So it's good so far because I've jumped into this Titan stuff, and of course Titans is one of the things that they're pushing
hard
with the show and everything. So I think I'll have a decent amount of this to read.
Yeah.
I don't like it because every time I read a comic, you have to download it, and then you get to read it, which is cool because like if you're gonna do stuff offline, like when we did the Iceland trip, I downloaded a shitload of them,
Yeah.
and I don't have to worry about having internet. But it's annoying to not just be able to, like, I don't know, stream
It's weird.
it.
I always download, even on Marvel Unlimited, because I like the way it then goes
It's a
in there.
lot
It's easier
smoother.
to read. Yeah, it's a smoother
I
experience.
go through so many on
That's-
Marvel Unlimited.
It's pointless for you to do it.
It's
easier for
annoying.
the streaming.
Yeah.
it's
just-
annoying to delete and
Yeah.
add.
I binge so many comics on Marvel Unlimited. It's just not.
See, I'll go through and just download a bunch I want, but when you
They
finish,
only let you download 6, though, on Marvel.
is that it?
Yeah.
I feel like
That was 12.
12
Yeah.
offline. You
Is
can
it
have
12 offline?
12 offline.
12
and
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I was about to say, it felt like I did about. Usually, it's like 10 or something. Because like when you finish reading, you just hit delete and it deletes it off for you.
Yeah. So I don't like that I have to download all of them.
that is weird.
But they do give you the option to download all the shows too, so you can watch that
That's
offline.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Yeah. So I like it being an option, but I don't like unless I'm doing something wrong.
It might help with maybe it's something to do with their servers.
It's probably a little bit smoother, maybe, but like I have a lot of problem with I always, even on Marvel stuff, I expand it out because I read it
Landscape.
Panel by
landscape. No, I don't do panel by panel. I don't like a lot of that doesn't work smoothly.
Yeah.
So I'm not into that. And I like to see the full page that I would see normally. So I do it landscape, and when I go to scroll to the next page or just scroll around on the page, it'll jump me back or forward like 7 pages sometimes.
That's weird.
And it'll do it like 4 or 5 times when I'm on a page. So it's like really annoying, but I've been trying to read more DC stuff. I have this. I want to get more into some of this stuff. I've been enjoying the stories. But yeah, Titans I thought was really good series. I'm looking forward to Doom Patrol because I have this now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to watch some of this stuff. I just was wondering if this was something that would reel y'all in a little bit more.
To me, that's not enough to like bring me to a show.
Mhm.
That's more like, okay, I'm getting to see the characters. That's interesting. It's well done.
Yeah.
I will say seeing that looks a lot less cosplay than like the original Teen Titan.
Mm.
So maybe if we get some more action shots, a little expansion of what the story is going to be about.
Yeah. Well, and we also got the release dates for the DC Universe stuff. So that's going to be February 15th. Doom Patrol's coming out, which is pretty soon.
Yeah.
Especially there's the Justice, Young Justice. We're going to have that in between.
Yeah, I think
I'm
it's
not sure.
beginning of January.
I think you're right. So they're putting stuff out pretty quick.
They're
but
loading the good content.
May is going to be the Swamp Thing one, which I think that to me honestly is like that. Titans was their big launch thing, but Swamp Thing seems like something more that people would be into if it's like more horror based and stuff like that.
Hopefully, we'll get some cool previews of that pretty soon.
I hope so. And but Doom Patrol's coming in February, and this is our first preview we've gotten.
Yeah.
They were in an episode of Titans, which was cool, but
I think with Swamp Thing though, that's going to be kind of that's in May, so it's almost your make or break on renewing subscriptions and stuff like that.
Maybe. And then August 9th is Stargirl. Mm-hmm. And I believe that one's being Jeff Johns is going to be writing that one.
Oh.
And he had a lot to do with I don't know, I haven't been paying attention, but I saw his name as the writer for the last Titans episode. So I don't know if he's been doing all of that stuff. I know he's like had his hand in it, so that's kind of cool. And then October 11th, there's a Harley Quinn animated series that they're doing. That's supposed to be coming out. So they have
that's a lot of content.
Yeah, especially for original content for a brand new streaming service.
Yeah.
That's a very very laser pointed. Like this is DC.
Yeah. Plus all their old content still on there too. So
so the like Netflix has a wide array of things they can pull from, but this is just DC. So that's a lot of shows.
Yeah,
it is
absolutely.
So speaking of shows, the Mandalorian, they're going to be featuring Boskin IG-88 in some of this new show.
I'd be shocked if we went and see the other two as well.
Yeah, especially I would say Dengar, Boskin, the IG-88 are the more popular of those bounty hunters.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar,
I was a Zuckus fan.
Yeah, if you're mildly familiar, these are the bounty hunters that are on the ship with Darth Vader and Empire Strikes Back, where he's sending them after the Millennium Falcon. Boskin IG-88 are.
Is he the
Bosk
transformer looking?
Yeah,
that's
Bosk
IG.
is the lizard looking one. IG-88 is the robot one.
Transforming like your power pole transformer.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Dengar looks like a leper.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Zuckus looks like
a big bug.
And then the other one is
that one guy with the helmet.
Rom.
In the backpack.
Borom.
Yeah.
Orlom. And he looks like a
insectoid robot.
Well, he looks like C-3PO, black, but with an insect head.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love that you're just keeping those original designs.
I do, too.
I do,
too. But I'm excited about this. I like Bosk a lot. I love IG-88. These are some of my favorite like minor characters in the Star Wars universe. And it's making Mandalorian look better, which is one of the Disney Plus things that we'll be getting. So
yeah.
And the last piece of news we have, apparently it's looking like Marvel may have access to the Fox characters as early as the first half of 2019. Almost all of the stuff worldwide has pretty much gone through, and they're expecting all the rest of it to go through by then.
Good.
So
yeah,
Doctor Doom at the end of Endgame.
Oh my god!
Well, I'd
shit my
I
pants.
doubt this early.
Cameos just.
Peter Griffin saves the day. Adventures.
Well, the only way is if they've already
the scrolls.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah. Galacticus.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that either.
I honestly doubt that they'll put anything like that on in game. That might be that could be a little too early.
It'll be too early. Opening his closet, and he's like, "I'll do it myself."
It might be too early in 2019. They might not quite have access to this
The
stuff
scrolls
yet.
were owned by Fox. That's
Fantastic
Fantastic Four.
There was already a deal for that well before this.
They could have made a deal.
The scrolls were not owned by Fox. The Super Scroll was owned by Fox. So that all of that stuff was worked out a long time
Who's the
ago.
other Mojo? Is it Mojo?
From the
That's
X-Men?
Ooh,
He's
that'd be a fun
X-Men,
one.
yeah, big fat guy.
I would love to see Mojo pop
Mojoverse?
up on
God.
a fucking movie. That would be great.
What I'm saying,
They
too
defeat
early.
Thanos, and it's like, "Welcome to the Mojo world," and they were actually in his world the whole time.
Wow.
And then you turn off the TV and you say, "I'm done with Marvel."
You get long shot that way, Ray.
Yeah.
And Shatterstar again.
There's
That's
so
true.
much
Yeah.
crazy
Chatty buns.
shit. Like, that's one of my favorite X-Men animated series episodes, that fucking Mojo episode.
Mojo, when done right, is nuts.
Yeah.
Because
What is it when it's done wrong? Just not good?
just
or-
kind of shitty.
Yeah, it's shitty. But
It can be really
Because
shitty.
if
done
we-
right, there's some great parodies of and satire of television and movies and stuff like that.
Because
pop
if
culture.
they don't pull from the Fox stuff or the mutant side of what they don't have rights to, who do you think would be the next, if they do an overarching big bad for the next series of Avengers that are coming up? Who would you think that would be?
I don't think they.
Thanos Jr.?
Yeah. I don't think they have to announce something like that.
I don't have to announce it, but who do you think it would be? As you
if
know,
it's not, well, I think
I know what I would
Krang?
want it to be.
Okay.
Kang the Conqueror could possibly be one.
I would want it to be the Masters of Evil.
Yeah.
I would love to see a team of supervillains that they have to fight, and
That's
it's one-on-one
true, yeah.
shit.
do you think that would be that would be like a good single movie, or do you think they would be a good like overarching?
I think
like,
you could
big-
start an overarching thing, because then you could get a good trilogy of movies out of the Masters of Evil. I think.
Avengers 5 could be like each one of the Masters of Evil could be in a different movie.
Single
and then
installment.
their big team up time.
And then, yeah, exactly.
They get the team up instead of the Avengers, like in Avengers.
Get some Absorbing Man.
Yeah.
some fucking Titania. Baron Zemo could come back in his costume. Actually,
Yeah, because he's not dead.
no,
They left. I wonder if they left that open.
Titanica.
I mean, they
bring
did.
some Ultron in.
giant
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah, and these are all characters that
That
like
shoots
absolutely can
icebergs.
come back for some reason from some weirdo reason from Endgame and Infinity War. So,
Mhm.
Other than that, like I think the next biggie's gonna
Repo
be
Man. He shows up and repos all their shit
I
because
think
Tony hasn't been paying.
I think Galactus would probably be.
that's a good one. Doctor Doom is a good one.
Yeah.
If Doom was done right, which that's the one that scares me.
I think he'll be done right now.
Yeah,
I think they'll hold off on him for a little bit,
Yeah.
maybe. But yeah, he could be a really good one. But I think Galactus is a good one because
Devil Dinosaur.
a devil dinosaur. Fuck.
Ultimate big bad.
Annihilus, but that would be
ultimate hero. You mean?
Galacticus rides in on Devil Dinosaur.
Everyone's fucked.
Annihilus would be fun, but that's pretty big to do also.
Yeah.
That's a tricky one to explain, but Annihilus could be fun because you have your
Annihilus, I feel
negative
like
zone.
you have to have a lot of
A lot of
you would have to have some Fantastic Four established
and a lot
stuff.
of cosmic stuff.
Yeah, and we've lost James Gunn, so I don't
Yep.
know where that cosmic stuff's going to go because that was their plan for the next.
Who's doing Captain
phase.
Marvel?
I don't remember.
We'll see how
her
Captain
name.
Marvel does, and that
Yeah.
I think that'll determine your cosmic stuff.
That's true.
Or maybe the scrolls just keep coming back.
Yeah, it's just the scrolls from here on because Secret Invasion could be something
Secret
that could go
Invasion
on.
would be awesome too. There's
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
good
There's
villain type
options,
stories. Yeah.
And I don't think they've done a bad. I mean, this Thanos stuff has been great, so I don't think they've done bad. I think they've been thinking this through for
Well, I guess that's
years.
why my theory is because Thanos has paid off so well. I mean, these movies, number one, are great, but it was such a great build-up to have this overarching villain that like led up to this that I don't think that Disney's not going to want to repeat that magic.
No, yeah.
And so, like, hey, we got another series of movies coming out. We need someone that's looming in the back that we have to build up to fight.
Yeah.
And so you get a repeat of what we have now, which has been amazing. So I'm all, if they do it with the
It's a
patience, because they had a lot of
10-year
patience.
slow burn.
Exactly.
Is so incredible.
So if they're willing to do that again, and like, especially with them getting all the stuff from, all the X-Men, the mutants, they have, and they allow themselves to build for another 10 years instead of trying to rush it, I think that would be amazing.
I think. I think the downside though is that most, if not, I'm going to say if not all of Marvel's villains, though, besides Thanos, have been kind of lackluster.
Absolutely.
Honestly.
Yeah. And hopefully Thanos breaks that mold.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he already has in a way. In Infinity War, so. Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Cool. All right, that's it from the news. We got a few questions.
And then
sweet.
Here we come. Here we are with the mail. Ray's going to read from Davey. Have you guys seen Aquaman? No.
All right, so we do have a couple of questions here. Yeah, Davey said, "Did you guys see Aquaman?"
No.
I don't think any of us have seen Aquaman.
Unfortunately, no. I have not been to see
Christmas
that yet.
has been pretty busy. TJ saw Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Mike and Nathan saw The Youngman die.
They should not grow old.
Oh, we forgot that in the news. That movie's getting brought. They're actually doing a full release because it did so fucking well.
My father-in-law
It made
went and
good
saw
money.
it on the 27th, and he said it was packed at 1 p.m.
It was selling out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed that a documentary about
What did he
World
think
War
about
One
Oh, he loved it. He loves that stuff.
is now getting a full release.
I'm glad because I'll get to go see it now.
God,
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited for that.
But yeah, I wanted to see Mortal Engines. I wanted to see.
You can still see it. You just
I
gotta
know.
go to Gainesville.
I wanted to see Aquaman. I wanted to see Bumblebee. I wanted. Allison wanted to see Mary Poppins. And I told her
I
I'd go
still
see
want
that
to
with
see
her.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man was so good. So Spider-Man and Bumblebee is the only two things that we've seen.
It's actually, there's so many good movies that's overwhelmed me.
Yeah, it really
it
has.
does.
Well, who wants to
overwhelm
see
me a little bit?
Holmes and Watson with me then.
No.
Fuck you.
I know.
That's a movie that I
I didn't
actually
want to see that in the first
I know.
place.
I'd watch it.
That movie's
I-
been getting walkouts.
Yeah.
Is it
Tons of
been
walkouts.
serious walkouts?
Well, they said it's one of the worst movies anyone's ever seen.
That actually makes me
Wow.
want to go see it even more
I
to
think-
see if it's that bad.
Until like a week ago, it had a 0 on
It
Rotten
did.
Tomatoes.
I think it's like
Yeah.
a 7 now.
Beautiful. I haven't heard anything bad about Aquaman, but I haven't really heard a lot about it either.
I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard a lot of good about. No, okay.
I heard it's a perfectly fine
Yes.
movie.
Yeah, that's mostly what I hear. I haven't heard anyone like really trashing it, but the people
Well,
that
no
are
one wants to get beat up by Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
that's true.
It's
the
true.
people that
I
are
wouldn't wanna
they're
be.
saying it's like the best because I have
I
four
haven't heard
people
anyone
say
say
it's
that. Beat up
one of
by
the best
Jason
superhero movies
Momoa.
they've ever seen.
It's Wet Thor. That's all it
they,
is.
They always talk about the other movies that they
Without
really
repeating
like,
that
and they're
jokes.
I
all
know.
not great. So,
It's like
so I
it
think
was-
it's probably
it was
middle of the road.
almost as good as Venom. Well, I don't want to see it.
No, absolutely.
Oh,
No, thank you.
I did watch Red Letter Media's review on it because I
On
don't
Venom or Aquaman?
on Aquaman because I don't think I'm gonna go see it
I
in the
want to shit on
theater.
Venom more.
And,
I'll buy you a copy. You can just
and
shit on
they're
it.
pretty rough on DC a lot, and that was kind of it's a perfectly fine movie. It's a good action movie, has a lot of good
Yeah.
beats. They say there's actually a little overabundance of action.
Oh, okay.
There apparently there's just a lot of action scenes in it.
Well, that's cool. The only movie I've ever seen with too much action is like the Expendables series. Because
Yeah,
at one
That's
point I'm
just
like,
action.
I need,
something
break.
else.
Well, they compare the end
Need to
of
calm down.
Aquaman to like Lord of the Rings Helm's Deep battle. Like
Wow.
it's
Jesus.
like it's
Right
got
out the
that
gate.
epicness, and it actually has I guess little things that reminded them of Rising of a King, all that stuff.
I wouldn't mind fighting next to a dolphin, would you?
So, I still want to see Aquaman because again, I want to support this.
Yeah.
I don't want to support Venom, but I want to
It's-
support DC.
Venom's
doing
in
good.
our voodoo, and I want to watch it to see if it's that bad.
do
But at
it.
the same time, like,
Just do it.
I'll just.
You should, especially for the podcast and everything, you should watch it because I would like to hear
I
what
do.
you think
Yes.
about
Yeah,
it.
I want to hear yours because you're the only one of us that hasn't seen it.
$10
He's
says
like,
he
yeah, it
likes
was good.
Man, it was a good movie. You guys are stupid.
Then we'll know that we have to kick you off.
That's exactly what I wanted.
We'll know that Nathan's a fucking pod person. Then.
Yeah.
Blaze.
You guys didn't like the movie. It was really good.
I bet this was the one movie this year that Blaze really liked. Was Venom. You
God.
It's like,
asshole.
you keep saying the movie's good, but your voice keeps going up. No, it was really good. I thought it was a pretty good movie.
What was your favorite part? You know the part in the trailer?
Well, there's a part where he turns into Venom and he starts killing people.
All right, Davey thinks he gets 2 fucking questions this week.
Oh
so
my
he
God.
also asked
Davey Brian Marshall.
I know, right?
Dave Garish.
What sci-fi movie or TV show are you looking forward to in 2019? Not Marvel or DC.
Short Circuit 3.
Actually, I really want to watch that George R.R. Martin show. Is it Night Flyers? I'm forgetting.
Night
it, right?
Flyers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really do want to watch that.
That's out.
It's
now.
out right now, but 2019 is tomorrow, pretty much.
That's true.
So I really do want to watch that show and check it out because I've heard good things about it.
Alita Battle Angel.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That does look good.
100%
That looks kinda fun.
Want to see that? That looks fucking badass.
I think it's February.
Is it fair? I thought it was March.
February or March.
It was supposed to have been this year and it got pushed back.
Yeah.
I want to say Hellboy.
I hope it's
Yeah.
good.
I still haven't watched the preview.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw like a quick preview of it, and I was like, okay.
That and Burn Bright or Bright Burn.
I'm surprised you didn't say
That-
Glass.
That's my answer.
Oh, is it?
There you go.
Oh. That just seems like a Chuck answer to me. I'm trying to go. February 14th, Alita comes out
I
on
just
February
said that.
14th.
Yeah.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I was looking up. I was trying to look over the movies coming out to see what else there is.
Yeah,
know what, baby?
I was trying to see that too.
You know how much I love
or
you?
think about that.
I'm going to take you to this movie of a fucking battle bot that just beats the shit out of stuff.
Women empowered.
There is a Pet
Robot.
Cemetery coming out too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are the only ones that I see that I have any interest in. And Alita's the main one. It
Yeah,
was pretty
Alita
badass.
looks pretty cool.
So, cool. And Katie says, a friend from work.
Hold on. Orville comes back.
Oh, yeah,
Tonight.
that's right.
Tonight.
It's coming back tonight.
And
That's 2018.
fucking love some Orville.
Yeah. It's one episode
Chuck,
of
the
2018.
Question
if you-
specifically stated for 2019. I'm sorry.
Are you
I'm being a
fucking well
stickler for the
actually
rules.
us?
Are you just
Well, actually,
are you
damn.
autistic
It's
on
still
purpose?
going to be playing in 2019.
but it starts in 2018, bro.
It has one episode
exactly.
in 2018.
So it's a 2018 show.
Let's move on.
Thank you, Mike.
fucking
it's not.
actually.
Know what else is
I
gonna
didn't say
be
you were right. I
happening
said let's move on.
I know because I'm tired of it.
You
Also.
know what else is going to be happening in
tired of being
2019?
wrong?
I'm
Be
still walking.
to fucking work every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ass kickings.
Yeah. Someone over here will correct you on every date, but he won't just
Every time we see
Yes.
fucking Chuck walk, we need to get out of our vehicle and kick his ass for this kind of
But
shit.
I'm just going to throw a fucking beer can at him.
But he won't admit that it's
I don't even drink beer out of
truck.
cans.
You're gonna drive to the store and
I
buy
have hot natty
Yeah.
lights in my truck.
You're
ready
gonna-
to
no.
chunk.
Throw
Just
some
Full ones out.
No, don't
Yes.
throw a natty light at me, please.
Just
Not
pull
the
the
other one.
top and throw the fuckers at him.
While I was just
Actually,
No,
Chuck,
don't
I'm
do
driving
that.
by, you fuck.
just to let you know, when I was at the convenience store, I saw a pack called the Daddy Natty, and it has 3 additional natty lights.
Ooh.
That's good
God.
marketing.
Yeah.
So Katie says a friend from work wants to know who will be the first one to shave their beard off. She's having a hard time telling you apart. So out of all of us, who would be the first one that we think would shave the
Chuck.
beard off?
TJ.
Chuck.
Nathan,
No, I wouldn't shave
I
my
think
beard.
TJ would be.
Nathan, you actively shave off parts of your beard.
Yes.
I do
You
trim it a lot.
Does
yeah.
he?
No, like you've been talking about the chops a lot.
okay.
Oh.
But that to me is not shaving off your beard. I would never clean face.
No.
I think if a female was to approach Chuck with genuine interest and
No, Mike
and
would shave
told
his
him to
beard
shave
off.
his beard off.
Yeah.
Nope.
I did that already when
Nope.
I was a younger man, and I shall not do it again.
Exactly.
I may shave it, but it'll be under my own volition.
I'm telling you, some girl will unzip Chuck's pants and he'll shave a fucking beard off.
His hair will just fall out probably from all the stress.
That would happen, but I'm not shaving it.
And his fucking prostate explodes. from the overpressure.
Exploding prostates. All right, just call me Batista from Instagram says,
Hey,
is
Batista.
Is it?
What's up?
Chuck,
me
could you make slightly less noise? Oh, I'm sorry.
Says the guy that sits over here and punches my metal table sometimes.
He does?
Yeah, like that.
That's the first I've noticed.
Is it me or is the acting
you.
in Marvel's Runaway really bad?
It's just
don't
you,
think-
Batista.
Yeah, it's just you. It's not really bad. It's TV quality.
Yeah.
It's actually higher than TV quality.
So it's really bad.
It's probably
the
terrible
first-
if Ray's over there.
The beginning of season 1 was because it's but no, it's actually really good.
yeah, and I mean it's a lot of
Actually,
it is.
I think that it's been
As a
bad
matter
the
of
whole
fact.
time. Chuck.
Speaking of bad acting, I watched Attack of the Clones today.
Oh God! Why?
Yeah, why would you do
we're
that?
watching-
all the time you were
all
talking about.
the-
I don't know where y'all get time
I
to watch all these
so
other things.
busy, I
It's
work.
because you
It's on
fucking
our
watch
list.
horrible things over
You
and
watch-
over.
you
We're
fucking
watching
watch that.
all the 8 Star Wars movies.
You can skip that. You can just.
no,
it's-
Don't you guys do that like every week?
Yeah, see, that's where we have to have the time in.
again.
But I was just thinking today
How
that
do you watch all this extra stuff and all of the Star Wars movies every
director's
week?
cut
Exactly.
with commentary.
I mean, I got to put in my extended version of Lord of the Rings every week. I mean, there's
Of course,
priorities,
there's
man.
the 3-hour Ryan Johnson rebuttal defense bonus feature on The Last Jedi.
But anyway, I was just thinking today that, Anakin's really creeping on Padme in the movie and everything. And
Yes.
But he's like 10 years younger than her.
no, 5 years. But he's also raised by a fucking cult.
Yes.
And after
By
reading
what?
a cult.
A cult.
Yeah. And after reading that Educated book for a book club, man, I kind of get where Hayden Christensen was coming from with his performance in this movie.
God.
It's like, man, this dude's been raised by his fucking cult, this kind of doomsday thing, and
I'm going to Allison Iroh you with my voice in this TJ.
yeah.
Oh God.
The women.
All right, so this has been
It's a
Nerds Who
different
Get Laid.
analysis, Ray. That's all it was. A different analysis of it.
It's a different take.
Yeah.
Okay,
The Jedi's a cult.
that's a bad
Uh-huh.
take.
No, it's
Anyway,
pretty
this is a-
accurate.
Well,
Stop being a fanboy, Ray.
On the subreddit, and the Empire did nothing wrong. they frequently talk about the brainwashing of the religious cult.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. That's religion, Ray.
That attacked through religious terrorism and guerrilla tactics. The wonderful benevolent republic or empire.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, just think if the United States created a Death Star, which is not too far off the track with our current president.
uh-huh.
And some militant rebel group comes in and blows it up.
In the name of Christ.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Christ power.
should be going down.
Cross
even if
sword.
it's
Jesus
like
Christ mind
cross
tricks.
swords.
If we just
Exactly.
taught all priest karate and they just walked around beating the shit out of wrongdoers and
I thought
influencing
you were
the
going to say
government
Ron
more.
Paul.
Him too.
Yeah.
He's just busy
He's the false
beating
god.
the shit out of the Federal Reserve with his fist.
Just outside punching the wall.
Andrew Jackson, this one's for you. Yeah, old Hickory.
Oh,
All right, this has been Nerds Get Laid. Sometimes. Thank you for listening. Actually, Happy New Year.
Yes.
It's in
As a
3
matter
days,
of fact.
actually.
Yeah, so later.
Come on, did you just change your catchphrase to as a matter of fact at the end?
Nerds who get laid.
Nerds Who Get Late Sometimes is recorded at the illustrious Big Brown Record Town Studios in beautiful downtown Lake City. Episodes are published each Monday on iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, and Google Play. You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Nerds Who Get Laid. We're at Nerds Who Get Laid on Twitter and Instagram. We're part of the Geeks Worldwide Podcast Network. You can find reviews and articles we write at thegww.com. We're also part of the Modest Pod Podcast Network. We're on FloridaGeekscene.com and also WeBeGeeksPC.com. Please subscribe, rate, and review us on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and Podbean. You can also check out the show notes for links about things we talked about in this episode. Thanks so much.
This has been a production of the GWW Radio Network. Please don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review us on iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud. Also, check out Geeks Worldwide at thegww.com for all the latest news, reviews, and opinions on video games, comics, movies, TV, cosplay, and more. Geeks Assemble!